Hey everybody, it's Dan Sims with Success by Day, and today I'm going to be talking to you about something from this book, Wishes Fulfilled by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dyer talks about the 5 wishes fulfilled foundations, which are the 5 things that you need to manifest your dreams. And the first thing is imagination. First, there's a quote from Albert Einstein. It says, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world." And then Dyer says, "The greatest gift you were ever given was the gift of your imagination. Within your magical inner realm is the capacity to have all of your wishes fulfilled. Here in your imagination lies the greatest power you will ever know. It is your domain for creating the life that you desire, and the best part of it is that you are the monarch with all of the inherent powers to rule your world as you desire." And then he says, "The essence of this great gift is found within another observation made by William Blake," who's one of my favorite poets. That's why I'm reading this section. He made this wry comment that is the great secret for living a life of creative manifestation. Quote, "What is now proved was once only imagined," unquote. And what Dyer is talking about here is something that I have been really interested in quite a long time. Steve Jobs, early on in his career, said that when you look around, everything around you that's in your reality was once only in someone's imagination. Somebody imagined the shirt that I'm wearing and the camera that I'm using before it was in existence. And this is why Jack Canfield talks about the fact that thoughts are real, or thoughts are things rather, because thoughts, everything that we create starts in our imagination. Nothing can be created without us imagining those things being in existence. And once we have that imagination, we're able to create the thing. If nobody had ever imagined the camera that I'm using to film this, then it would never have been created. That's probably the most powerful tool we have as human beings is our imagination, because it's limitless. Anything, Napoleon Hill says, what the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. So you have to learn to use your imagination. If you're creating something, absolutely you need your imagination. You need to be able to imagine something that doesn't exist. That's where the great inventors get their ideas from. The great inventors, mathematicians, poets, everybody who creates something first imagines it and then creates it. Thoughts become things. But your imagination can also be used to imagine your future before you have it. And that's so important because, again, before anything is created, it must first be imagined. And if you can imagine a better future for yourself, then and only then can you create that future. So if you want something better in your life, you have to imagine it first. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So you have to conceive that idea first. If you always see yourself as a waitress, not that that's a bad job to have, a bad career to have. If that's your career, it's a great one. It's honest work. But if you can only see yourself as a waitress, then you only will ever be a waitress. If you want something more than that, you have to imagine it first. You have to imagine the future that you want before you can go out and work toward it. Thoughts are things. So if you want your future to be a thing, it first has to be a thought. You have to imagine the future that you want. You have to picture it, and I talk about this a lot. Why this entire book, Wishes Fulfilled, is about manifestation and believing things in, as Neville Goddard puts it. And actually, Wayne Dyer was heavily influenced by Neville Goddard, who I suggest listening to. His stuff is on YouTube. You can believe these things into existence. It first has to be a thought. You have to imagine the future that you want, and then you can create that future. But you have to use your imagination first. Anything that you see around us, other than the natural things, everything that we built was once only a thought in someone's head, and only once it was a thought in someone's head could it be created. That's the beauty of our imagination. It is the preface to creation. So if you want to create a future for yourself that's different than the present that you have now, you have to imagine it. You have to imagine it, you have to conceive it, you have to believe that it's possible. and then you can achieve it. That's your success by day for today. I hope that was helpful. I will leave a link in the description to this book by Wayne Dyer. It's a highly spiritual book, so if you're not into that, then obviously don't read this, but it's very good if you are open to those kinds of ideas. That's your success by day for today. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you next time.